Commas are so important in our writing. We need to know how to use them correctly. So this video is going to talk about using a comma with an explanatory phrase. Commas are used to set off phrases that rename or explain nouns. And so I'm going to talk to you about two different kinds, to set off a positive and then to also set off an explanatory phrase. So let's start with the positives. Comma set off in a positive from the rest of the sentence. And a positive is a word or a phrase that identifies or renames a noun or pronoun. So let's look at this first one. The capital of Cyprus, Nicosia, has a population of almost 643,000. Nicosia renames the capital of Cyprus, so the word is set off with commas. Okay, it renames. Next one, Cyprus, an island in the Mediterranean Sea, is about half the size of Connecticut. An island in the Mediterranean Sea identifies Cyprus. So you're either renaming something or identify something. And so it is set off with commas. Now let's look at this example here. Do not use commas with appositives that are necessary to the basic meaning of the sentence. The Mediterranean island, Cyprus, is about half the size of Connecticut. Cyprus is not set off with commas because it is needed to make the sentence clear. Okay, so that's appositives. We also have explanatory phrases. An explanatory phrase helps explain something, just like it says. So we would use commas to set it off. English, the language computers speak worldwide, is also the most widely used language in science and medicine. It explains something, so we set it off with commas. More than 750 million people, comma, about an eighth of the world's population, comma, speak English as a foreign language. And so the commas are used to set something apart that explains something. Explanatory phrase. All right, what I want you to do is I want you to, in your workbook, you're going to go to page 11, and we're going to practice some. On page 11, I have 6 of them here, and you should see 6 on your page. We will go over these together. You could try them on your own and then watch. So pause the video, try them, come back to the video, and you'll see how you did. Or we can do these 6 together. Once we're done with these 6, you go to page 12, and there are more, numbers 7 through 14, that you will do on your own, and we will check those in class tomorrow. And those are 7 through 14. There are 2 of them that are correct. The rest need commas. Okay? But let's start with these first 6. The directions. Add commas to the sentences below. If a sentence is already correct, write correct on the line. The first sentence has been done for you. Now these 6, all of these need commas. Okay? It's only on page 12 that 2 of them are correct. So let's look at these. Number 1, there are 2 types of snakes, poisonous and non-poisonous. So we put a comma here because it is telling us about the snakes, poisonous, non-poisonous. Let's look at number 2. The water moccasin, a poisonous snake found in southern swamps, is known for its dark body and white mouth. Now there is a phrase that we need to set apart with commas. I think it has to do with this water moccasin. The water moccasin, comma, because we're going to explain a little bit about this. A poisonous snake found in southern swamps, comma, is known for its dark body and white mouth. So we would add commas there. Number 3. Although many people are afraid of snakes, these animals, which are actually very timid, help control pest populations. Now I see there's 1 comma already here. although many people are afraid of snakes, these animals, so it's explaining about these snakes. I think I need a comma somewhere to end the phrase. Although many people are afraid of snakes, comma, these animals, which are actually very timid, okay, that ends the phrase, help control pest population. Okay. Number 4. Certain snakes use certain snakes use poison to kill rats and mice, their main food source. Sounds like there's something interesting right here. Like there should be a new word, another word, or maybe a comma, because it's setting off something telling about rats and mice. So let's put a comma here and let's see if that works. Certain snakes use poison to kill rats and mice, comma, their main food source. Okay, we set it apart. Number 5. All snakes, poisonous and non-poisonous, have scales on their bodies. Okay, we're talking about the snakes. Number 6. Wider scales, which are found on the belly of a snake, are used to move it forward. We're going to explain these wider scales. So wider scales, comma, which are found on the belly of a snake, comma, are used to move it forward. Okay, so that's how we use commas correctly in terms of setting off explanatory phrases or appositives. So go ahead and go to page 12, practice 7 through 14. 2 of them are correct, and then we'll go over it tomorrow at school. Good luck.